This episode is brought to you by NordVPN.
Head on over to nordvpn.com/rogue. Sign up, get 75% off. That's $2.99 per month, and you'll even get a month free. That's like 3 years and a month.
And a month.
That's, I can math.
That's 37 months.
Okay, checks out. Took me a moment.
Something is bothering me.
Something's always bothering you.
Yes, but I think there might be hidden codes in the modern Rogue that we don't know about.
Wait, how could we not know about
I
them?
just suspect it, man.
Oh, because of Brant?
Don't.
He's gonna edit. He's gonna say, "Hey, Brant, are you putting in hidden codes?"
Are there hidden codes in the show?
No. 5 once secret codes, now less so.
All right, Murphy, today we're talking about an article written by Ian Forty from themodernrogue.com. This is about 5 awesome codes in very unexpected places.
Sovngarde is home to many codes.
One of the first ones is an ancient Viking code. This is the most enticing to me because it seems
Vikings!
like... Yeah, Vikings and secret codes and runes and stuff like that.
You're reading this thinking like, oh my God, what arcane mythology are they putting in there?
Yeah,
Not very interesting stuff.
One of them is the Jotunviller code. Now, there are a number of these codes, and people are starting to crack them and realizing that they don't really say anything particularly
They're just
interesting.
bored Vikings sending each other love notes, basically.
Yeah, one of them says, "Kiss me." I was hoping it said, "Loki has transformed into a fox. Do not trust him."
That's what you want.
That's what I want.
An origin story.
Yes,
you want
exactly.
to uncover it, and
like,
then suddenly...
I'm gonna keep transcribing those until one of them gives me mystical powers. No, it's just like, some of them are just talking to each other.
Well, that's the funny part, is the inanity. I mean, these are just human beings that, granted they're at war and dying at the age of 27 or whatever, but humanity's the same. Like they're still bored then, bored today. As a matter of fact, do you remember in the movie Gladiator, they were gonna put a scene in where Russell Crowe was gonna be hawking a certain brand of olive oil, but they took it out because they're like, nobody's gonna believe that that's what happened. But that is exactly what happened. They had sponsors back in the day. It was a commercial, it was just like football.
Sellouts. All right, what do you grade that one?
Just C.
Yeah, it's okay, it's funny. Until somebody gets powers or until they find some secret civilization.
Stuck on that theme, man.
Or they say, "I encountered a man from space," or something like that.
That'd be great. Or they said something that they couldn't have known, like the internet will be rad someday.
Exactly.
Like, why do you use 80s lingo?
Exactly.
For something that rose to prominence in the 90s.
What if it's an injury counter?
Oh, jeez. It says, roll it back, Brant.
Exactly.
Melrose Place gets subversive.
This one really surprised me. So, do you remember the TV show Melrose Place? It was a spin-off of 90210?
Yeah, it was like a primetime soap opera with a bunch of pretty people with pretty people problems.
Yeah, okay, so their target demographic was 18 to 49-year-old women, but this is at a time when that primetime real estate, this is back when you would have millions and millions and millions of people watching, so you couldn't afford to mess with the golden goose. You could maybe wade into slightly subversive political territory, but only with the most token of nods. But then Mel Chen put together a collective of artists who tried to put deeply subvertive, heavy-duty art stuff in the middle of this primetime, vacuous, beige free-for-all.
Yeah, now Disney would just have like a priest with a boner or something like that. They were going hardcore into the subversive political commentary.
Like one of the blankets that a character is using has organic chemistry symbols all over it. That's RU-486, the abortion drug.
Clear.
Pretty heavy-duty.
I don't know what they're trying to say exactly. But.
Bed sheets looks like they've got little checkerboard patterns. Then you look closer, they're all unrolled condoms.
Which very few things make me feel less like sexy time in the bedroom
than unrolled
than
condoms.
just a bunch of used condoms. Can you get that at Ikea? Where do you get that exactly?
The bar had 72 different liquor bottles, all of them fake brands. Even though they looked like iconic real brands, they were all clever riffs on classic problems associated with alcohol. One of them looks like a demolished car. Another one says the words "for children" from back in the days when you would just give your kid booze to stop them from coughing.
Yeah, and a lot of this would have turned off a lot of people. And so on the outside, this was just an angsty show about young people having drama in their apartment complex, but really it was just laden with hidden images.
Yeah, my favorite was the dartboard that had a cutout of the target demographic. The target demographic. I think this is great. And I don't know how much of this came out at the time, but I know that they're now doing gallery showings of all of these pieces. I got to give this an A+. This is very satisfying.
This committee, this artist was working in conjunction with the producers, but didn't tell the actors, didn't tell the writers.
Most importantly, didn't tell the advertisers.
Yes, and so this went in just below the radar. No one ever noticed, or if they did.
I mean, they certainly do now.
They certainly do now. Yeah, the subterfuge here, hiding it from everyone right in the open. I'm gonna give it an A+.
The IKEA code is an R-rated catalog.
This next one we actually talked about on the show a couple of months ago. All IKEA product names actually are codes. They tell you about what the item is.
Will they tell me how to get out of IKEA?
No, they will also not warn you off from going into IKEA.
Oh my
where
God,
you'll be trapped forever.
I will be in there carrying Nordic named things around and just like, I guess I have to eat meatballs again because I'm never escaping.
They have a literal treasure map to escape. I like the fact that suddenly we're just dogging on IKEA.
I like IKEA. I just can't get out of there when I get in because I'm a confused old man.
All right, I've got a list of different product types and how they name them. I'm gonna give you the name and you gotta tell me what type of thing it is. So if it's names of Swedish lakes or water courses, what do you think that is?
Oh, I'm gonna go with bathroom supplies.
Ding, 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 ding. Well done.
Yeah.
Flowers and plants.
Those are like bedding and pillows and stuff like that.
Oh, yes. Oh my God. Norwegian place names.
This is probably where I'm gonna screw it up. Kitchenware.
No, beds and wardrobes and hall furniture is that one.
Okay.
How do you think they name bookcases?
I think I know this one actually. They're named, they're boys' names.
That's right, Scandinavian boys' names or professions. Swedish slang expressions are boxes, wall decoration, pictures, and frames. Here's the crazy part. Do you know why they came up with this naming system?
Because the CEO was dyslexic, and so it was impossible for him to memorize them any other way.
It's brilliant. This is another A++++.
Well, here's how this one doesn't work for me. Mjörgen. What is that?
Oh, that's right. Well, okay, it does only work. What is Mjörgen?
I
You
just
that
made it up.
Okay.
It's just a word that sounded like it would be named in an IKEA.
Yeah, Mjörgen means disappointment at not knowing enough Scandinavian trivia.
Yeah, I'm
That's
a dumb American. They all look the same to me. I don't know. I don't know a single
I
one.
still say it's brilliant. And the fact that it makes it super simple, I love it. A+.
I'll give it an A+. It's really clever, codified, and it fits in with their entire brand. And if you speak Swedish, then you can navigate it more easily than I do.
Flight attendants signal you to get up and run to home.
Next up, we have flight attendant hand signals, which I thought was clever because it's a way for them to communicate effectively without raising the cacophony. Because it's like travel's already a bummer enough. Last thing you need is more people chattering all around you.
So they have things like they're pushing the cart along and, oh, this person ordered tomato soup. So they say tea,
soup,
yeah, like that.
Some of them not so subtle, like they're having the chicken, so they just do the chicken dance in front of it.
Yeah, there is an instructional video that has leaked and it's available on the internet. It looks like they're just kind of having some fun. By the end of it, they start getting a little silly, like, oh, the person here is a celebrity and I can't remember his name, that kind of thing, that they're using to signal other attendants back in the galley.
I don't even know that it's leaked because it's definitely published on the EasyJet website. So
okay.
I think that they're communicating like, hey, when you see us doing these symbols, this is what
It's
is.
a psyops war. This is all fake intel. I've been working on some new ones. We'll see if you can figure these out.
You're going to submit these to EasyJet.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think these are good.
Airplane. Runway.
There's a man on the wing of the plane.
That'll be
It's an
good.
important one. You got to know that.
William Shatner needed that one from the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody farted?
There you go. See?
Look at that. I didn't even see. Yeah, it's good.
See, these are really good.
True
Milligan.
travel hack. I actually always take a contact lens case with a bit of Vicks Vapor Rub because sometimes you sit down or someone sits down next to you and they have not bathed and it's just, they just reek of body odor. Put a little of that on there, like makes it all go away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good. I usually just take a whole bunch of morphine and wake up wherever I'm going.
So this one isn't terribly clever. A solid B. It's a smart way to keep quiet on the plane.
Yeah, it's fun. My question is, you fly a lot. Have you ever seen any of these going on?
I fly almost exclusively Southwest Airlines.
And they just like bang on things.
They're all just like, hey, would you like a potato chip?
Yeah.
The Gilded Disney Code.
I've never been to any sort of Disney property myself, but it seems like it's packed with mystery and hidden things for me to investigate.
Oh my God.
Where I would never end up riding the rides. I would just want to solve all these weird mysteries.
Well, I think that's why they do that, is because there's so many people that have ridden all the rides that they want some kind of deeper narrative. And so they have, you know, like they're doing Easter egg hunts.
Mickey comes out and he's like, the owls are not what they seem.
Well, they do have a bunch of clever phrases. For example, if somebody calls you a treasured guest, they think you're an asshole.
Really?
Yeah. Like they're never allowed to say anything bad about you. But and specifically, they're not
Bryce
allowed.
calls me a treasured guest all the time.
Also, they're not allowed to call anyone a customer. They're guests. But there is one time that they are allowed to call them a customer, which is if they're trying to communicate that they suspect somebody's shoplifting. I'd like you to keep an eye on that customer right over there. And then that way they don't have to say it, but they're like, dude, stealing stuff.
It's like a language within a language. I've actually seen this happen at Walmart. I was with someone checking out who actually had used to work at Walmart, and she looks at the cashier. We were next in line, and she says, have you talked to Bob lately? And the cashier looks up at her and she said, well, Bob's here. And the cashier says, oh, okay. And then she looks at the person in line and says, excuse me, sir, did you want to buy those items at the bottom of your basket underneath there? And the guy says, oh no, I didn't, puts them aside. Bob means bottom of basket.
Some other euphemisms that they use at Disney is if somebody vomits, you don't want to say somebody barfed or whatever. So you say there's a protein spill, and now we have a code V to clean it up. A signal 25 is a fire somewhere in the park. A signal 70 means somebody lost a parent. A signal 101 means something broke. Signal 102 means that somebody fixed it.
Yeah, they've got Cujo protocol, whenever Pluto goes berserk and eats someone, and they have to put him down.
But then they celebrate because now they have a new property that they can tell that story and make even more money.
That's right. In theaters, 2019, Pluto goes berserk. My favorite is the white powder alert.
Oh yeah, which is not the white powder you would expect.
I really thought it was, somebody once again did a bunch of cocaine and got on It's a Small World and sat there all day
Won't leave. He's shouting about the global agenda. It's Alex Jones.
God, but it actually means when someone wants to spread their loved one's ashes on a ride.
Yeah, the Haunted Mansion is infamous for that because in the ride, they're all like, there's so many spirits, maybe you'll be the next one here. And people are like, yeah, that sounds good. When I die, I want you to take my ashes and sprinkle it around. And then they have to shut down the ride because, of course, there's cameras everywhere. And they're like, clean up the body and then throw it in the garbage. The Haunted Mansion ride? Actually haunted.
Oh, wow.
You heard the story about Keith Richards, right? That he took his dad's ashes,
Oh,
mixed
and
it
he
with
snorted them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a white powder incident right there.
I would love to know even more of the Disney codes. And I think before I give them a proper grade, I mean, certainly I like the clever thought that they're putting into it. So, I mean, certainly an A, but I think there might be some A+ as you get into the more esoteric stuff.
There's probably a huge lexicon, and this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, yeah.
This is the tip of the Matterhorn.
I mean, I'm sure there's entire books just on the legends. And all that stuff.
Yeah, so I like it in that it's so robust and it involves something that is, on the outside, the happiest place on earth.
All right, now this is the most important part. That means you've never been to Epcot Food and Wine Festival.
I've never.
It's the greatest thing. You could be an international asshole. It's awesome.
They're gonna have to come up with a new code just for me.
Operation J, he's in the park.
You can't close Epcot. The big sphere is just dark.
You get Griswolded.
That's right.
All right, so it starts on your desktop, right?
Right.
You're just going to install NordVPN. You want to surf safely. You want to know that your IP is not exposed. Maybe you want fewer targeted ads. But then you start to see how fast it is, how easy it is, how every time it boots up, you might as well just leave it on all the time.
It's so simple. I went into it thinking, oh, what is a VPN? It's something complicated. It's very technical. I'm going to have some sort of coding know-how. You don't. You press a button, you're protected. That's it.
And we talked about the time that I called tech support for my cable company. The tech was telling me what websites he just watched me go to. And I was like, nope. What NordVPN does is turns all of your traffic and everything you write into none your business.
Exactly. They can't tell exactly where you are because you can pick a server anywhere in the world.
Once you have it on your desktop, you're gonna put it on your laptop, and then all of a sudden it's on your phone.
I am horrified whenever I search for something and realize that for some reason Nord is not on. And I just think, I'm exposed!
It's like, they know!
They know everything!
NordVPN.com/rogue, you get 75% off a 3-year plan plus an extra month, so that makes it cheaper than $2.99 a month. Just do it once, you won't have to think about it for 3 freaking years.
It's easy, it's cheap, and it's so safe.
They're the only VPN to ever get a perfect score from PC Mag.
It's that military grade encryption, the high speeds, and you can always leave it on.
Yeah.
You got to tell us if there are.
It's in your we should get a contract.
I think there are
and
probably,
then put that in the contract.
there's probably like all sorts of hidden stuff in there where he's building some sort of faction where he's gonna take us over or ruin us or trigger us like the Winter Soldier. There's something in here, I know it.
I think that's a good setup, but it doesn't have anywhere to go.